Don't we all wish for sunshine on a cloudy day, especially sunshine on the sunny side? Welcome back to the show. My name is Denise Dennis. So a little misinformation before now. I just checked again and I realized that we're supposed to have the conversation before the recorded program courtesy of BBC, that is Talk Your Own. So let's talk about first impressions. Yes, first impressions. 10 minutes gone past 1 p.m. This beautiful Monday. It's still a beautiful day, and it will remain beautiful till the end. So help us. The accuracy of first impression. Remember the popular saying about first impressions? Some say that first impression matters a lot, and we never get a second chance to make a first impression. But how accurate is the above statements? The science of first impressions is quite complicated because it is influenced by things outside of our control. Neurological processes we don't understand and inaccurate stereotypes. First impressions are integral to human interactions, and philosophers and scientists have long discussed the idea that the face is a window into our internal traits. Some other persons will say the eyes are the windows to the soul. So if you can look someone straight into the eye and tell them a lie, it's possible that you can actually kill. Because how do you look someone straight in the eye? Because it's like you're looking into their soul. But this time around, it's about our face and our overall appearance or our overall impressions. Explanations for this phenomenon, including the attractiveness stereotype, self-fulfilling prophecies, or good genes hypothesis from evolutionary psychology. But there have been findings regarding the accuracy of such judgments. People make subjective judgments a lot about others on a regular basis, consciously or unconsciously, based on first impressions. But how much information can actually be gleaned from a glance? I once saw a scene from a popular Nollywood movie at the time. It was RMD, a much younger RMD. That's Richard Moffat Damijo. He clocked 60 years. I think that was early this month, or was it towards the end of last month? I can't remember now, but He went into the office, he went into an office for an interview, and it was more like everyone in the office was out for him. And he had to ask, sorry, is there something on my face that you don't like? Sometimes you walk around and you have people look at you with a kind of look and you're wondering. You don't start checking yourself from the crown of your head down to the sole of your feet if something is actually wrong with you. Something on your dress, are you okay? You check the mirror if maybe there's something on your face or something is odd about you. But this is it. First impressions, they say. People have done businesses with other human beings, with other people, because of first impressions. People have given jobs to people that may never have seemed qualified at the time because of first impressions. People have built lasting relationships, started romantic relationships that eventually led to marriage because of first impressions. People have become friends that stick closer than blood brothers, friends that stick closer than blood sisters because of first impressions. People have handed over properties and businesses to people and trusted people just because of first impressions. The question we are asking at this hour on the sunny side is very simple. How accurate are our first impressions of people? Let's talk. 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, 0817 923 0007, and the female caller line is 0817 923 0009. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416. You never get a second chance to make a first impression because first impressions matter a lot. But how true or how accurate is that statement, or are those statements? Nigerian for good afternoon to you. Hello? Hello? Okay. I want to believe that was a mistake. Maybe it was a wrong number. I heard him talking Oga and stuff. I don't think that particular call was for us. People putting a lot into what they look like. People putting a lot into their appearance, what they wear, how they wear what they wear, their hairdo, their choice of makeup. Even the men these days will stand in front of the mirror checking which color of tie goes with which. And I hear a lot of people make statements like, I can have a conversation with someone for just about 1 minute or 2 minutes, and I can actually tell the kind of person you are. How possible is it? Nigerian, good afternoon to you. Okay, this is Aina. I have to let you go. Please call back. The sound coming from your end is distracting. Nigerian, good afternoon to you. Hello? Hi, good afternoon. Okay, I greet you too, but you shouldn't just greet. You should be part of the conversation as well. Okay, thank you for greeting me. Nigerian food.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Zion, good afternoon to
Mr.
you.
Zion, you're welcome. Let's talk.
Thank you for this topic because it's an moment. The first day you're meeting them. And you may have a wrong impression that this lady get bad character. For me, that day she was not on her best mood. And maybe her action that she can actually manage that mood. And you are not judging her because she wasn't at the right place to serve you better. So give them a second chance. You will see the best in them. Nobody wants to abuse anybody. Nobody wants to give a wrong impression at the first sight. Nobody. We are all trained from a background to love and respect people. But sometimes we might get in touch from certain quarrel with certain people that will even linger overnight while we are coming to the office. And I am the receptionist. My goodness me. Take note. I've not handed over that issue. But that doesn't mean because I didn't attend to it properly, does not mean that my mood or my personality is upward. I may be in charge of a department to move your documents. And you came by, you are shouting, where is my document? Where is my document? And I'm going to be angry with you. Aggression. But that doesn't mean that is how I am. So the first impression theory is not really accurate to a large extent.
Okay,
Because
Mr. Zion, yeah. Some people may argue that even though that is not who you are, the fact that that is the part of you I saw for the first time shows that you have it in you somewhere. The fact that you were rude to me today, and you keep up with the argument that I am not natural like this, so I'm not rude. Somebody offended me and all. Does it also tell that you have the ability to be rude at every time?
No. That's wrong. We have seen some ladies that the guy approached them. The first day, she abused the guy up and down. But today, they're actually married. Those people are actually married. How come? So if he has judged her based on that character or that attitude in Mecca, I think the right word is attitude now, he would have lost his beautiful wife. He would have lost his good home. And I believe that second chance matters a lot.
All right.
Second chance, I believe, is an antidote.
Okay.
Mr. Zion.
Mr. Zion, thank you very much. How true. First impressions matters a lot. First impressions, they matter a lot. We hear it all the time. But how accurate is it? You see someone looking the way, a certain kind of way today, and you're quick to judge that this person is this kind of person. You see someone looking a certain kind of way, and you're quick to judge, nah, this person looks lazy. You know, somebody just sees you for the first time. This person looks very dirty. oh, this person looks very lazy. Oh, this person looks, this person is very rude though. So rude. No. That's how this one they behave. Oh yes, that's how this one they behave is a common language. How this one they take and then is that how you behave in your house? Or is that how you look? Is that how you... So people say, I didn't know this lady was fine like this. Oh, the very first time I saw her, she looked like one. I didn't know this guy was this. The first time I saw him, we have judged. And like I said, we have lost out on an opportunity to build something tangible with people, whether it's a partnership, a business relationship, or an employer-employer relationship, simply because of first impression. Nigerian friends, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, my name is Rasi. I just want to contribute in that aspect because first impression really matters a lot.
Okay, tell us how.
Because, okay, let's put, for example, that somebody said dress the way you should be addressed. Yeah, so your first appearance so much about you. If you see a doctor, go to the hospital, you see a doctor, nobody will have to explain. So you go to a company and the first reaction that comes, you will just conclude, oh, the whole of the company is like that. So I think it really matters a lot. I may not have much to say about that, but it has a greater effect on reading a personality. Thank you very much.
Even if what you read is wrong.
Okay.
Why can't we have a second impression? Why can't we have a third impression?
Yeah, it's good, but the first time to correct it is always difficult. First impression to correct it is sometimes difficult. Sometimes people don't have the chance to do that. So in other words, you must get it right, and somehow it's not like compulsory, but try as much as it is to get the first time right. You might get the second one error, but somebody will say, oh, it's a mistake, because they didn't see you like that at the initial stage. And that's what I'm trying to say. I
thought we always would say that we should subject everything to the time factor. For everything, we give it time. I thought we said we should be patient with one another. How come we're not patient when it comes to first impression? Why are we so quick to cast judgment on someone?
It's not as if we are not patient. But it's not as if human beings are not patient. There are not people who are patient. But there is always a story about that first. As I met her, or as I met him, or as I have got to that place, this is what happened, and all that. So before I could even question for you to, one thing we have to know in this Nigeria, we have a lot of options.
Okay.
A lot of alternatives. If this thing doesn't work, I will do another one. If this thing doesn't work. So, people don't really have that much time to do, okay. So, I think...
Okay, I understand you. I get you. Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. I'm Soki Fubara from Port Harcourt. An impression could change after the observer discovers something next. It could leave the observer with a wow feeling after seeing the next impressions. However, your initial or first impression in most cases is usually correct or accurate. It's one way nature helps us to discern and make decisions. So it would be right to say that some people have lost jobs even though they were so qualified because of their first impression. And can also be right to say that some people who are not better qualified will gain jobs simply because of their first impression. Interesting. Not just jobs though. Nigerian info. Go ahead. Good afternoon.
Okay, Dennis.
Yes.
First impression counts. I'll give you two quick examples.
Go ahead.
But first of all, I want to say that first impression is all about using our five senses. and our thinking faculty, in combination with our thinking faculty, like test of smell, hearing, see vision, touch, and combined with your thinking faculty, you can now use it to formulate that first experience, that phrase, first experience. Now, there's a particular opportunity I had to provide employment for somebody. And the guy came in. The first word that came out from his mouth is that, senior man, I will get the area, no problem, you don't get problem. I will be on ground, just give me the job, I will do it. Instantly, I just told the guy that I don't need anybody. That's one for that information because was not actually exactly correct. And this somebody that while he was coming to meet me, I saw him throwing away the last cigarette he just said, the cigarette he just took. And he came to me. That was the first impression the secretary saw. And the second impression was the way he spoke to me. Instantly I just knew this is not the guy for the job. This is trouble. This is trouble loading. Then the other one is how as a lady will you receive, or what impression will you have for a lady that comes to your house if you are in need of a house help and comes with a very short skirt and an open cleavage, and you're a married woman and she's coming for the job of a house help. Definitely you will not take that lady. So I think first impression matters a lot.
Well, you may not take the lady. I put it to you that there are several other women that will want to take the lady because for all they know, she's smart.
99% of women will not take the lady.
Okay.
Let's not deceive ourselves now. So that's first impression.
I see. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Most people will not receive the lady. Tamanasaki Jumbo says, yes, first impressions sometimes could really temporarily define persons in their own rights. Even in education, sometimes a book is judged or sold by its cover page or its title. Such captivating impression matters a lot. Even in marriage, sometimes the beauty of a lady speaks volume to her in-laws, before the husband formally introduces her. Truly, first impression can make someone prejudge a whole community where such persons come from, either negatively or positively, for quite a long period of time. Tamanasaki Jumbo send that in. Judging an entire... Okay, it makes sense. I now understand why some people would refer to a certain tribe as being a certain kind of way because of their encounter with one person from the tribe, or the conversation that they had with that person, or the impression made by that person. Nigerian, for good afternoon to you.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Thank you.
Welcome.
My first impression matters a lot. I have seen somebody who was going for an interview. Unfortunately for her, she didn't know the boss of the company where she was going, or the person. And now the person was actually going to take a final decision if she was going to take that job, was the person she saw at the parking lot. And she immediately, the old man, excuse me, I've left the job. I have an interview, rather, that's what she told the man. And the man was on clutch. You know this old man clutch. It's not like a clutch, like a walking stick.
Yeah.
But it's like they have to hold it with their two hands, move one gradually, So he was actually expecting his assistant to come down and assist him go up. The man's impression was that, okay, this young lady will assist me. But the lady just cracked him and moved into the office, sat down for the interview. And you expect that they will say, oh, it was a mistake. That's the attitude she has. She had the qualification. She was very good. After interviewing her, she passed the interview. At the presence of her, they said, okay, wait for the confirmation. Eventually, the person she met that was supposed to confirm her to start working was the man she caught at the parking lot. The man just reminded her, come on, the young lady, you know the person that passed me at the parking lot? He said, I'm very...
Oh dear, sorry we lost our call. So I'll just quickly read through some of the messages I have on Facebook. Amasabo says, first impression matters most, and one could easily be judged due to first impression. Before my introduction, my woman was like, her dad easily rejects guys, and once he doesn't want any man from my side to marry his daughter. Denise, you know people and stereotype, but when the old man saw me, his heart was pleased with me, and he started singing praises of me to others. Seriously, I did nothing but to impress him rather than being my positive self. Sonny Kelechi says, first impression is actually who we truly are in our unguarded moments. At times, the moods and mental states of a person matter. Some have seen me as a rude person, first due to my state of mind, and some would just see me as good and well-mannered. Some would just see me and think I womanize due to my look, but I don't. Are they not wrong with their first impression about me? I have been harassed by police and army on the road due to my dressing. It's either they call me a Yahoo boy or a bad guy, but I'm not. Would you say that their first impression about me is right? So there you have it. It is what it is. Sometimes we are wrong with our judgments of people. And like we always will say about everything, give it time. Subject everything to the factor, time. And maybe you'll get to know people for who they really are beyond what you see for the very first time. This brings us to the end of this conversation. Quite a short one, I must say. Up next is BBC Talk Your Own. We'll be back on the other side with family matters with Pastor Wisdom and Favor Osiri. After, of course, the news update at 2. My name is Denise Dennis. Stay tuned to us.